What up, it's your boy Roy Jones Jr. Right now you're checking out Lineal Boxing TV with Vernon. Don't miss it, the man is fantastic.
Lineal Boxing TV. Very happy to be joined and Happy New Year. It's one of the most exciting guys going at the moment. If you can just start, probably one of the most potential fights of the year last year. Just explain that fight.
Yeah, it was a good fight. You know, Jack Callum was a good fight. It was a bit tougher than I thought it was going to be. You know, I've watched my work a bit maybe in the first round, probably could have got him out of there. But, you know, I've had a long layoff, 8 months, 8, 9 months from the fight before. So, you know, I was a bit ring musty, I think, you know what I mean, and must be walking a little bit. But it was a good fight for the fans and people to watch and on a good platform. So it was all good.
It's one of those fights as well, it could have easily been stopped after a couple of minutes. Anyone, do you know what I mean? Nobody would have really complained if it had been stopped. But in some ways, I know it's a little bit cliche, it's probably the best thing that could ever happen, isn't it? Yeah. That those fights go on, because if you sort of lose that, you took some shots and walked through them absolutely fine. You didn't really change your tactics, so you learn more in those kind of long fights than you do just blowing someone out.
Definitely, you know, you're getting them sort of fights you learn from. You know, them type of fights. You go in and just blasting people out in the first round. You know what I mean? In a couple of minutes, you don't really learn enough from that fight. Don't get me wrong, it's great. You know what I mean? It's great for your It's great too, don't get me wrong, but every now and again it's good to be in these good domestic dust-offs. So you know, it gets people tuning in and excited.
Talking about tuning in, that was a great platform as well. I see so many of those fights on the undercards lower down, and not many people see them. But you're on prime time on Sky Sports. Eddie Hearn's talking about you.
Time of night in Fight of the Year contenders like that. People want to see you fight again. Massive breakout night.
A lot of people watch that fight and took real notice. If they didn't know about you, they certainly know about you now, Felix.
Yeah, definitely. It's a great platform to be on that.
Was there any point during that fight you thought, God, what is this guy going to take? Do you know what I mean?
No, I knew I was going to get him, because every time I was hitting him, you don't know if you could hear it on the telly, but every time I was hitting him inside, just little shots, I could hear him. You know, especially the little body shots I was hitting him with, he was making funny noises. You know what I mean? And I knew I was going to. I was feeling weakening. He was weakening. And, you know, like in the 7th round, I think he'd come out and give everything he got.
Yeah, he hit with an uppercut, didn't he?
Yeah, that was it. The 7th round, he'd come out and give everything he got, and he just had nothing left, you know what I mean? He just didn't have nothing left. So, you know, I think that was his last hour, like, and, you know, and then at the end of the 7th, then obviously I dropped him, and that was it, then he was finished from there.
Yeah, I was surprised he come out after the 7th lose, but you've got to give him all credit in the world, don't you? What a brave lad. That was
definitely brave, you know what I mean? He wouldn't do so bad, didn't he? But it is what it is. Lovely way to end your year, though. You had a bit of a sort of like stop-start year in 2009. You were cut, weren't you, quite early, and then? Yeah. I had 2019. I only had 2 fights. Really, I should have been out 4 times, and maybe up a couple of fights ahead now than what I would be now. But it's one of them things. Everything happens for a reason. I just got to keep concentrating, and the big fights come.
So, bit of momentum going into this year. You're fighting confirmed in March, isn't it? But
yeah, March 28th at the O2. That's been confirmed. Spoke to Eddie, so 28th of March at the O2.
There's a lot of talk. You fighting this Italian?
Yeah, a lot of talk at the moment. Obviously, nothing's confirmed yet. I'm meant to be fighting Italian. There are talks of fighting an Italian for the European title. So nothing's confirmed yet. Yeah, though could be someone else. A few other names in the hat too. So I should know in the next week or so.
The action-packed division, Liam Williams as well. He's obviously talked about a fight quite a bit.
Yeah,
that's another great fight domestically, isn't it?
Definitely a great fight. And in another couple of fights, it'd be a great fight for me and Liam Williams to get it on. I think he might be fine for a world title. People are talking about, so it'd be great if we can get on one day.
And that's the thing about your division. There's so many decent fights, isn't there? It's action-packed. There's so many people there, and like I say, a couple of fights. You put yourself in that position, don't you? You knock out someone like him, and
definitely, you know, if you fight your next couple of fights now and have some couple of good wins, you know, you're on the verge of a world title. You're looking at Luke Keeler. He's fighting for a world title. He's come out of nowhere. He's lost a couple of times. You know, and he ain't no disrespect, good fighter. Don't get me wrong, he's not a bad fighter, but you know, I don't think he's anything special. You know what I mean? So. You know, you never know in boxing. It's a funny old sport. The opportunity comes, just gotta make sure you're ready to
take it, don't you?
Both hands.
So what are the plans for this year? What you sort of, how many times do you want to get out this year?
I want to be busy this year. I want to be out about 4 times, but obviously it depends what you know. I've got to make sure I take one fight at a time and make sure I do a job and a 28 a match and do the job there, and then, you know, I want to fight as soon as possible straight afterwards. So main focus is not looking past the 28 a match at the moment, training hard and make sure I'm in top shape, ready to go, because anything can happen in boxing.
Talking about anything can happen as well. How did Tony Sims rate your last performance?
You know, listen, I made a few silly mistakes there. Don't get me wrong, a few silly mistakes there, but there's always room for improvement. Everything you do is room for improvement. So I just, you know, he said it was a good performance, and, you know, got the job done. But, you know, we know I can box better than that, and I know I can box better than that. Other people might not know, even though they say it was a great performance. I know that I'm better than that, and I should have got Jack Cullen out there a lot earlier than what I did. But, you know, you live and learn, and, you know, and I'll just keep, you know, improving behind the scenes in the gym, and I'll hopefully get there in the end.
Just talking about Tony Sims, what a great stable of fighters he's got at the moment. Can I just ask you about that John Ryder fight?
Yeah, so I thought he definitely won the fight.
I've watched it about 3 times, and I just can't score it any other way.
It's just ridiculous, really, to be honest. But I think because everyone was so big of a talk about Callum just whitewashing, I think the judges just thought they had to give it to him. You know what I mean? But listen, John's what he put himself right out there now. You know, everyone knows how good a fighter he is now, and everyone really knows that he lost. I think Callum knows he lost that fight. Don't get me wrong, it was a good fight, close fight. You're not gonna beat up Callum Smith, but I thought he done more than enough to win the fight. And it's just a shame. I feel bad for John. You know, all the hard work, I see him in the gym all the time, put in all that hard work, and you work your whole life to get to that point. You know, for years and years, fighting, training, doing all what he's been through, all what he's done, and you know, that fight just, you know, if the judges just threw him out of that fight, you know, could have changed his family's life, his own life, that victory, and I feel bad for him.
I sort of followed his career loads, and he is one of the most improved fighters going. He fought a guy, I think the fight before, Bele Aqua, Australian guy, yeah. And he was Canelo's chief sparring partner. And I met him on holiday, and they were raving about him, and John Ryder just completely took him apart. So when he got that fight against Callum Smith, I was like, listen guys, he is going to give him the world of trouble.
Yeah.
And I didn't think he'd do... hello mate. Going back to that. But he just absolutely just took it to him, didn't he? He
took it to him, and he's a dangerous man in the division now, isn't he? Because he can punch and he's strong. And
you sparring much?
I've sparring quite a lot. Yeah, I've done a lot of work with John.
Yeah.
And you know, I know how good he is and how strong he is. So and I think he's moved up to, he was that middle. He was struggling that middle. I know because I was sparring him when he was that middle too. But he's like a whole different animal now.
Yeah.
Whole different fighter at super middle, and he looks good and looks strong, and he's proved that. I think he's proved in his last 4 or 5 performances, he's looked great.
That's the Division 4 him. Do you reckon he'll get the rematch?
I don't know. There's talks of it, but I don't know. Is Smith going to?
Can Smith won it?
Does he really want it? You know what I mean? Is he going to? I think Callum really needs to move up. Personally, myself, but listen, I don't know what goes on in his camp, but I think he needs to move up. I think he's
light
heavy. I think he's weak at the weight. He's plenty big enough for light heavy, but I think he's trying to hold off for the Canelo fight, get the big payday, and then probably move up after.
How do you think he'll do against him? Because there's a lot of talk. Billy Joe Saunders getting that fight as well.
Yeah, I know. How he do against it? Listen, I'd hope Callum will win. He's British, and I'd like to see him win, but I can't see it.
No. He's something else, isn't he?
Yeah, listen, he's a league fighter, isn't he? Don't get me wrong. Callum, you know, he looked great in the couple of performances beforehand, but I think the weight's getting to him now, and you know, I think he needs to move up.
Talking about you, then, what's the sort of dream for you? You going to stay at this weight, or is it the progress for you? Or
listen, I'll just concentrate on my next fight first. But obviously, what I'm trying to do is obviously weeks world honours, but you know, one fight at a time, one step at a time. And, you know, hopefully, you know, have a good 2 or 3 more performances, and I'll put myself in position to be in 9 for 1.
Yeah, you've sort of been highlighted well. You made your debut on an AJ sort of bill, didn't you, though, too? So you've sort of done it all.
I've been on the big shows, been in the big arenas tonight. So I'll just to take fight by fight, and hopefully by the end of the year I'll be close to where I want to be.
Yeah. Let's finish off on another massive fight coming up. Who you called in between the rematch, Deontay Wilder and the man Tyson Fury?
Listen, I think Fury well outboxed him. For 12 rounds, but listen, he's got out jail card, and he
him leaving Ben and going off with Sugar Hill.
Listen, you don't know what's going to be. He said that he needed a bit of shake-up. Sometimes you do need a bit of a shake-up now and again. I think he's the type of fella, Tyson, that he might need that in his camp, So, listen, he knows what he's doing, and he's been around the block a long time. He's a great fighter, so he knows what he's doing. So
yeah, and those Kronk fighters, there's something else, and he's
in a good gym. The man's been around a long time too, and he's been in boxing a long time. And his uncle was a great trainer, so. I think he's in good hands.
Oh, lovely, mate. Thanks so much for your time. It's exciting to watch. I'll put a link to your last fight and put some of the highlights on. That was it gets better each time you watch it. That
was a good fight.
You need one of them in your career, though, don't you? Just to say you need it on your CV to show you can dig down and.
Yeah, definitely. You need. I think you need everything in this game, but we'll see.
Is there anything you want to finish off at all?
Not really, no, mate. No. Just looking forward to March the 28th and getting back at it.
Good man. Thanks so much for your time.
No worries. Take care, mate.